everyone, Sophia here for my great challenge. Welcome back to my kitchen. I am doing a carrot cake today, but it's not any carrot cake. It is an AIP carrot cake. AIP stands for autoimmune protocol. It's an anti-inflammatory diet. I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmune disorders back in December, and I've been following this protocol probably since the end of March. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it looks like it's working. I'm feeling a little bit better. So what is an anti-inflammatory diet? It's basically it's an elimination diet. It's removing all of the foods in your diet that cause inflammation and are actually, for some of them, quite dangerous. So you eliminate gluten, grain, dairies, eggs, all sorts of nuts and seeds, and a lot of vegetables that are considered nightshade. But I'll do a video about that particular way of eating at a later time, because I also have a medical planner giveaway from Clever Fox. So today I'm doing the carrot cake. I'm going to show you the ingredients. So it's the same thing that any carrot cake you've had in the past. The only difference is that we substitute a lot of items. So for instance, instead of the eggs, we're using gelatin and applesauce. Instead of oil, we're using coconut shortening or coconut oil. And instead of a grain flour, even though some of them now that are gluten-free, no grain whatsoever, that means no rice, no wheat, no barley, no oats, none of that, we're using coconut flour and arrowroot flour, and I actually like this a lot. So I'm going to give you all the ingredients. We're going to get started. I haven't made it before, so I'm very intrigued as to whether or not it tastes good. And there is one topping instead of icing, and it's actually coconut whipped cream. So here are all the ingredients for the AIP carrot cake. We have a half a cup of coconut flour, a quarter of a cup of arrowroot flour. In here I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is half a cup of either coconut or palm oil that is melted, well, that we're gonna have to melt. So this one is a mix of palm and coconut all together. This is half a cup of honey that's also going to have to be melted. A half a cup of applesauce. We'll need 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. 1/2 cup of finely grated carrots. And we'll need 2 tablespoons of gelatin. So let's get started. In a bowl, I'm going to mix all of my dry ingredients. So here's the coconut flour. Here's the arrowroot flour and my cinnamon, baking soda, and salt. So I'm going to melt my palm and coconut shortening in the microwave. And since the honey also has to be melted, I'm going to melt them together. So in a large bowl, I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of apple vinegar, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and to that I'm adding my applesauce. And this is unsweetened applesauce, by the way. And then to that I'm adding my melted honey and coconut oil, and I'm going to mix it. I'm going to prepare my gelatin, so I'm taking a saucepan. I don't have any heat on it yet. Adding a half a cup of water, and I'm going to sprinkle 2 tablespoons of gelatin over it. And as a reminder, this is what we're using as a substitute for egg. And here's the 2nd tablespoon. And by letting it rest on top of the water right now, it's called blooming, so it's just going to melt it a little bit, and then I'll heat it up. So after 5 minutes of blooming, I'm just going to turn on the heat. And I'm going to melt my gelatin. It shouldn't take more than a minute. I'm gonna let that cool for a little bit. I'm back to my batter. I'm going to start incorporating, my flour. To my batter. That I'm going to add my gelatin, and lastly I'll fold in the carrots. Let me get a pan. The oven is at 350 degrees. I'm going to use coconut oil to grease the bottom of my, yes, I am using Corningware. If this is a good cake, I would recommend to double the proportions, because this is not a lot. and that goes in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes at 350 degrees. So that's it, that's the prep. It's not difficult to prepare. The gelatin is kind of hard to froth, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. It smells delicious. I have never made this cake before. I could have added golden raisins if I wanted to. I had brought some over, but you have to soak them ahead of time if you're gonna do that. Scott is trying the batter. How's the batter?
It could use some sugar.
It could use some sugar. Yeah, AIP is sugar-free too, okay? So just to recap, it's gluten, grain, legume.
That's what it could use, gluten. and grains and legumes.
Okay, so let's go back. AIP is gluten-free, grain-free, legume-free, no dairies, no eggs, no nightshades like tomatoes, eggplants, bell peppers, things like that. What am I missing? No seeds. So it's a big adjustment, but there are recipes out there that you can, you know, kind of replicate somehow so that you don't feel left out. So I am looking forward to trying this. Scott and I are going to hang out and wait. Once it's done, you just got to let it cool for quite some time, and then I'll put that coconut whipped cream over it, and then we'll try it. It's been 30 minutes and I gotta tell you, this smells delicious. It's really picking up on the apple and the cinnamon. So here is a little carrot cake. So what I'm going to do is let it cool down. I put it to the side right here. And when I come back, we'll try it. Let me show you the whipped cream. Found this. This is a coconut whipped topping made with real coconut cream. And it's delicious. It's actually, oh, it's delicious. It's actually better than regular whipped cream. It's got a, well, it tastes sweet. Let's look. Is there any sugar in there? It only has 1 gram of sugar. It's 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. It almost tastes like one of those pops, you know, those ice pops or Cocoa Free or whatever they call it. It's delicious. I really like this. I like it better than the regular one. So we'll put that back in the fridge. When I come back, we'll try it out. Moment of truth. I got this recipe at Eat, Heal, Thrive. I'll put the link down below so that way you can get all of the ingredients and get a little bit of background story on AIP. This was not hard to make, but it's got a lot of missing ingredients, right? What?
You said to be serious. No jokes.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Alright, let's try it. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Might be a little bit too much salt, but I like it. I like it. What do you think?
Could use some sugar.
And gluten and all of that stuff. Listen. This tastes like a cake. It tastes like a treat. So if you have an autoimmune disorder and you have to follow an AIP autoimmune solution type diet, this is perfect because you feel like you're eating a cake. It does feel like a treat, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's actually pretty tasty.
It's yeah, it's pretty good.
The coconut whipped cream helps a lot.
You mean the sweet stuff?
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, I give it an A-. I put too much salt in it, so I would put less salt. And I think next time I make it, which I will make it again, I will add golden raisins to it. What do you think if I was putting raisins in it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To bring it up a little
Yep.
bit. But otherwise, A-, not bad. It's my first time making an AIP cake recipe, and I'm impressed. I liked it. Now the portion is small. This is what I got left, so it's just enough for the boys. So if you are going to make it and you have a large family, you know, maybe you want to make it in double portions, because this is not a lot. But it's nice and moist. It's still a little warm, so I wonder what it would taste like if it was cold. More like a bar. You don't taste the carrots, by the way.
I don't think so. It's too cakey.
Yeah, you don't taste the carrots, do you?
No. No, not really.
Not really. You don't really taste the carrots. So, I like it. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner. I'll probably continue to make AIP recipes. It's a good way of eating healthier and introducing new type of habits in your life. You don't have to go full AIP, but this is a good substitute if you're trying to either lose some weight or get healthier. None of the ingredients in here are bad ingredients. And that would be it. So check me out on Instagram and Facebook at My Great Challenge. Go down below to check out the website Eat, Heal, Thrive. I think it's a Canadian website. I'll put the link directly for that recipe, but then feel free to browse. And then My Great Challenge gift, if you like my apron, designed by none other than Scott, is available at My Great Challenge Gift for channel merch on Etsy. And then of course you can check out my other Etsy shop, Frenchie and Tubby, for vintage finds. Thank you for watching. Bye! Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.